Hello everyone, this is Isabel. I'm in London and this is the fourth installment of our Telefónica HotShot. And today I'm in the company of Eloy Rodríguez Villa, VP of Voice at Telefónica International Wholesale Services. And welcome to my HotShot.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Don't be scared.
No, I'm not scared.
Maybe you should be.
Okay.
So today we're going to talk about one of my pet subjects, which is fraud prevention. I really have been following fraud prevention for a long time. We have people at Hot Telecom who are fraud experts. So it's definitely a subject of great interest. And I guess my first question is that fraud is on the agenda of most international carriers at the moment. But what I see is most of the work is done around finding patterns of fraud or identifying patterns of fraud and also blacklisting numbers. But do you think there's a role for wholesalers to go above and beyond that?
Yes, you're right. I think that to prevent current pattern fraud or blacklisting is not enough. We need to do more things because fraudsters are very smart and agile. And every day is changing. So we need to every day supervising and checking all the traffic that we are transmitting because new fraud patterns appears every day. So we are in Telefónica, we have developed our own in-house tools, try to detect these new fraud patterns and to be agile to respond to these new attacks.
Okay. And I'm guessing you're taking fraud very seriously at Telefónica. I hope so.
Yes, of course.
So what do you do in the wholesale side, more specifically? If you can share with us, how you address fraud yourself, or fraud prevention?
Yes. Our determination is clear, is to act against fraud, and for that reason, what we have done is, as I mentioned before, we have developed a set of tools to be prepared, and we have assigned a group of very high qualified people exclusively devoted and focused on this task.
Okay. And also, I guess from your side, you see it from the wholesale side, but also on the retail side. So for you, it's a double whelming.
Yes,
it's worth,
of course.
Addressing seriously.
Are fully connected,
yes.
both sides.
Yes,
we need to attack in the both places. In fact, wholesaler, we can help to the retail, and
vice versa.
And vice versa.
Okay,
correct.
Okay. And I guess, sadly, the fraudsters are almost always ahead of the curve. So how do you plan to address that? How do you plan to beat the fraudster? Is that possible?
Yes. You may be right because they are in the high part of the curve. But our professional response should be as quick as possible. So we are fighting against fraud in three different stages: in prevention, detection, and action. So that we have developed a solution as a service to offer to the rest of the clients of the industry, because let me explain. Our strategy is very clear in this point. Our strategy is to take a very interesting journey, coming from to be a mere carrier or wholesaler that fights against fraud, to become a real anti-fraud provider to help other wholesalers that want to fight against the fraud with our help.
Okay.
And our aspiration in this point is to be a leader in this point.
Fraud prevention as a service, for example.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Cool,
exactly.
Cool. Okay.
Very interesting.
Well, I'm happy you take fraud prevention seriously. I think it's a plague that needs to be addressed by as many of the wholesalers as possible and the operators as well.
Of course.
So I'm going to be looking closely at what you're going to be up to on fraud prevention. No pressure.
No pressure.
Eloy, thank you so much for sharing what you're doing on fraud prevention.
Okay.
And everyone, thank you for watching. And until my next HotShot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Eloy.